Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was known throughout history as one of our greatest presidents. He helped our country in many ways. Abe was known as Honest Abe. He was born on February 12, 1809, in a rural area in the state of Kentucky. He lived in a log cabin, and his family did not have much money. As a kid, he was known for being funny and telling jokes all the time. He was a bookworm because he loved to read books. Through reading, he taught himself many things. As a teenager, he worked in a small general store, and when there were no customers, he spent his time reading about the law. He knew it was important to learn as much as possible so that he could be successful and reach for the moon. He believed that all people should be fair and honest. Abraham became a very successful lawyer because he really cared about people and wanted all people to have freedom and to be treated fairly. Abe became our 16th president and moved into the White House. He helped free the slaves during the Civil War. He wrote and signed the Emancipation Proclamation that stated that all people should be treated equally. It also stated that the slaves should be free. We will always remember him for being honest and helping people. We honor him by putting his face on the $5 bill and the penny. We also honor him by celebrating his birthday and naming a city in Nebraska after him. Interesting facts. This is a picture of a slave market where slaves were being sold. They had an auction and people could bid on how much money they would pay to buy the slaves. Lincoln took a steamboat up the Mississippi River to New Orleans, and he saw a slave market for the first time. He never forgot what he saw that day. This is a steamboat. He helped free the slaves. Over 150 years ago, African Americans were kidnapped from Africa and shipped here to work on farms for free. Farmers bought the slaves. The people in the North said no to slaves, but the people in the South had farms and needed workers. Abe agreed with the North and said, "No more slaves. We are all equal." Because of this, we had a civil war. A civil war is when a country fights against itself. The North and the South fought. The North were called the Union. The South were called the Confederates. Who do you think won? Lincoln wrote 2 important speeches. One was called the Emancipation Proclamation, which told everybody it was illegal to have slaves. The other one was called the Gettysburg Address. It explained that all people are created equal. The Civil War ended when the South surrendered. The North won and the slaves were free. Some people were angry with Lincoln. He was shot and killed by an actor named John Wilkes Booth at a theater. This is the theater. It's called Ford's Theater, and it's still there. And this is the booth, or the box balcony area where Lincoln was and was shot. This is the stage. Here's the bed where Lincoln was taken across the street to a doctor's house and died the next day. You can still see the bed today. And John Wilkes Booth, the actor, jumped out of this box across the stage to get away. He had actually snuck in the back door to this booth or box where Abraham Lincoln was.